ready to go.
You're quite the handyman, Soki. It's almost like you've worked on ships before.
I've ridden on my fair share.
The invasion?
It's still going on to this day. While we stand here, countless people are being slaughtered.
Soki.
Don't you have better things to do?
Black Oni, don't underestimate your power.
Stop speaking in riddles!
Black Oni, we are two polar opposites, you and I.
What the hell are you... Huh?
Soki, something wrong?
Tenkai? Is something there? Can you see something?
Very faintly. Be careful. I sense something is not right about his presence.
Oh good, Soki isn't going angry. Going crazy, rather. Hello folks and welcome back to Let's Play Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. I'm your host, Darius. Oni Gauntlet! Okay, so he did get an Oni Gauntlet. He got light arrows. Incredible speed, skewering enemies that get hit. As long as Tenkai is awakened, all of his attacks will do more damage. He will be invulnerable. The same shite, different character. Purification arts, enchanted dagger. Stab an enchanted dagger into the enemy, causing a purification explosion. Sweet. And a space warp. Okay, what is with all these enchanted daggers with his art of purification? Oh god, this is going to be a talky episode. And a longer one at that because of all the characters, ain't it?
What's going on, Soki?
What could you make with a rare antler and... Warrior's Code. Spine Tinglers? Yellow Bell? Another rare antler? If I took 2 rare antlers and gave them to you, would you be... Oh, regular antlers?
What's wrong, Hideous?
Gave them to you. Ice Break. Red Bell. I'm confused. Mostly because so many bells. A monument. The purple bell, which prevents death once, and then it breaks.
What's the matter?
And the Phoenix Claw. Doubt that that's going to be any good compared to her current weapon. I'm terrible at this. Oh well. Wait. Oh, I don't have the materials to make any more medicines. I actually have to buy them. Alright.
What'll it be?
The Leviathan. A sword forged from the power of ice. Oni magic becomes much more formidable with this blade. Uh-huh. Yep, okay, yep, that is rather formidable. Alright. Shiranui. Power of fire affinity with Oni magic lowers MP consumption. Neat. Rakshasa. Weirdly named. And the Varuna. Wind and ice. Yeah, why not? Just cuz. I don't oh. Phoenix necklace, which increases defenses against fire and earth. I need medicines though. So I'm gonna make sure I have all the medicines I need before even thinking about venturing forth. Not to mention I need to power up frickin' Tenkai now that he's been gone so many goddamn chapters. Oh, I've already got all the Oni medicine I need? I mean, I guess I haven't exactly been using all of it all the time. I hate how the maximum you can hold is 15. Just kind of annoying to me. I don't know why. I must sneeze. Sneeze complete. Increases OP. Increases defense. And alright. I really won't concern myself with much of the other stuff, but I bet you Tenkai is lacking in... Okay, he's not lacking in levels like I thought it was. So we'll max that, go back to him because we don't want to level up everyone else just yet. just do this stuff. You know, the usual. No, level that. Don't quite remember what all his crap does. Kick is good though. Kick will allow you to kick, of course, enemies out of a block stance and just wreck their shit. Purifying attack. You know what? Let's level that shit up, because I don't know what else to level up with them. Let's level that up with everyone. Give him his more whirlwinds, maybe. Thrust. Oh, she's already got... No, wait. Her quick draw is her thing. Her explosives are already up there. This thing? Wait, unless I forget... Oh, okay, I forgot to... Yeah, well. And... Death Grip. Because what else? Alright, time to start talking to everyone.
What is it?
So, Tenkai. The Dark Stones are the source of Hideyoshi's seemingly unlimited power. Apparently, you managed to destroy the one in Sakai while I was away. Yeah, we're starting to get a clearer picture of what he and the Ginma are after. It takes great power and Ginma magic to destroy a guard stone. Roberto possesses both of those things and we need him. One of the stones are out of the way. Once the stones are out of the way, it's time for a child of the Oni to fight. That means you, Soki. You will have to drive them from the land. Leave it to me. He says that a lot. I'm happy to see you're still alive, Tenkai. You must be one tough old guy to come out unharmed after that blast. I wouldn't say I was completely unharmed. Like I said, hell spat me back out. The Oni mansion standing in the brink of hell? That's right. You've been there too. Scotland saved my life when I was there. What is that thing? I sense a strange power of stirring a power. Does it have something to do with the Oni? It does. The government refuses to let me die. I must see this through to the end. That is why I'm still standing before you.
What is it?
I heard from Eren that your trial at Mount Hiei. I'm glad to see you made it back. Yeah, apparently I was able to become the Onimusha that you were talking about earlier. I used my new power to save Ohatsu from the Ginma insect infestation. The power of a true Onimusha is incredible. You had Eren surprised. I know you had it in you. Speaking of that, just now when you knocked Sakon back, that was the same power. Does that make you an Onimusha too? Yes, I've been fighting for a long time now. All of my power is thanks to the Oni's gifts. It's just one mystery after another.
What is it?
You've crossed the ocean before when you went to the continent. Yes, it was a few years back. I don't even want to think about that horrible war. Was it that bad? Everyone was trying to earn glory in the battlefield. They had to prove how many soldiers they killed. So they started taking heads. But it wasn't easy to carry those back home. What do you think they did instead? They started taking ears back with them instead. They would pickle them with salt so they didn't rot. The problem with ears is that you can't tell if they belong to an enemy general or an innocent child. Some soldiers were so anxious to prove their worth they would cut down women and children to collect trophies. There were some that didn't even wait until their victims were dead. Everyone was maddened by the war. I just couldn't handle everything that was going on around me. That's why I returned to Japan. I vowed never to raise my sword in battle again, till the day the Ginma came. Wars will continue to haunt this world long after we are dead. But Soki, there's a war going on now, one that only you can stop. I know, and I will stop it. Well, okay, that was not as long as I thought it was going to be. Rare antler. I kind of want to make the monument, simply because it sounds interesting. I'm going to make the monument and piss off everyone on the internet.
You need something?
Unfortunately, drive jewel, fangs. Actually, why don't I make a drive jewel? Antler. You get an antler. So, I suppose we should re-equip Tenkai. Oh, hey, he's level 71. With a good weapon. Oh, okay. Staff imbued with the power of wind draws blue souls from those who are hit with the staff. That's actually pretty damn good. Draw out more blue souls that will allow for more magicking, right? Blue souls for magic, purple souls for other things. Yeah, pretty sure I got that right. Increases damage against fire enemies by... against fire enemies. Okay. That's kind of weird. No, think about it. It's the Phoenix Ring. Empowered with the power of the Phoenix. Empowered with the power of the Phoenix, yes. It increases damage against fire enemies by 50%. Wouldn't it make sense if it was like the turtle ring that did that? Because, you know, turtle would be associated with water. I don't know. I could sell those purple rings. Warrior ring, wind, water, heart. Go planet. I don't even know what the hell to begin equipping him with besides more magic stuff. So why not? More magic-y stuff. In which case I should give him back the sorcerer ring. The magician's ring? Pretty sure there was the sorcerer and the magician's. No? Okay. Magician. Surgeon's collar. Decreases attack power by 10 but increases defense. Yeah, if he does more Oni magic than anything, then that's all good. Sup?
Hey, Blue! Ask me whatever
Boats
you
are
want.
great. Feel that breeze. Boats are awesome. Going a little overboard, aren't you? Hey, it's my first time on one of these things. Maybe even the first time I've been close to the ocean. It's amazing. With this you could sail to a foreign land. Just like my grandfather said, all the lands are linked by the sea. You're right about that. As far as foreign lands might seem, they're still only a boat road away.
Ask me
Boat
whatever
road?
you want.
I mean, technically that's not an incorrect sentence I just made. I hope we make it to Shimabara in one piece. Me too. But with Sakon appearing right before we left, I'm sure the Ginma know we're coming. I wonder what surprises they have planned for us. It's nothing to worry about, we got the boat. True, but I'm a little concerned that we won't be able to maneuver if we get into a tight spot. Now you got me worried too.
Ask me whatever you want.
Kyushu. It was right last episode. I've heard about that place from my grandfather. He said you could find everything there. Probably can. I've heard that some Western fashions were popular around there. I'd love to go shopping. We don't have time for that. Why do you think we're going there in the first place? I know. I'll wait until all this is over. We can go shopping together. You can hold all my stuff for me. I'm just a bag boy.
Ask me whatever. Hey, Blue!
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, then I'll be able to go underneath there for
What's going on, Soki? Ask
proceeding
whatever
with the
you want.
plot. It's kind of ironic that I would be riding the San Felipe to Shimabara. This western ship. I've heard of it before. It's a ship that sailed here from España. They told everyone I just washed ashore, but there's a darker side. Does it have something to do with Hideyoshi? I'm afraid so. Hideyoshi has been working with España to perform the Ginma research. Luis, or Rosencrantz, was in charge of it. So the San Felipe is the ship that was carrying information back and forth between the two continents.
Ask whatever you want.
Well, that sucks. Tenkai Nankubo. Kobo. Yeah. Not Kubo, it's Kobo. He was the one that brought us together. I'm glad to see that he's okay. He doesn't give up easily. He has a strange aura about him. I sensed it the first time I met him. He doesn't look that old, but he has a certain calm about him that only comes from years of hardship. Who knows? He might be a lot older than we think. Maybe. His hair is gray, but I wonder. I wonder indeed.
Ask whatever you want.
Does the carpet match the drapes? Kyushu is where I used to live with my mother. Is it? It is. I may have had to face a lot of hardship because of the way I look, but it's still my home. Due to Hideyoshi is now nothing more than a pile of ash, though. Hideyoshi? Hideyoshi's invasion of Kyushu. My hometown was burned to the ground. That's why I was orphaned and found by Luis. I was there after the invasion. It was my first battle as Hideyasu Yuki. You were? I'm sorry. One of the towns that I fought in may have been your hometown. There's no reason to apologize. Everyone has lost something because of Hideyoshi's ambition. You're only following orders.
Ask whatever you want.
I can't believe you can kill Ginma with your bare hands. What exactly were those things called again? Exercising beads? In Spanish, they're called the Gaia Uranos. At least I remember Luis calling them that once.
Ask whatever you want.
Well, that was egg.
What's going on?
Sup?
Ask me whatever you'd like.
Soki's past. I've heard terrible things about what went on over on the continent. The second wave of invasion is supposed to be even more gruesome than the last. It's hard to believe. I was with the first wave. Even that was like being in a living hell. You joined the war as Hideyasu Yuki, right? Did you meet your father? Which one? I have 3. I'm sorry. Went too far with my questions. That's okay. It doesn't bother me. Actually, I feel lucky to have lived an interesting life. I was born the second child of Ieyasu Tokugawa. I was adopted by Hideyoshi, then finally ended up in the Yuki household. Now you're also known as the Soki, the Oni of the Ash, and as the Onimusha too. So many names, man. I wish I could have had one name and stick with it. Wonder what I'll be next.
Ask me whatever you'd like.
I don't know. Hopefully it's not dead. Tenkai was alive the whole time. I'm so happy to see him again. I thought he died protecting us, so I've been blaming myself for his death this whole time. Could barely face Aaron. But it's a miracle. He came back to us. I'm relieved too. With Tenkai on our side, we are all ready to take on the world. He already helped stop Sakon from destroying the ship when we were leaving. I helped stop him too, you know.
Ask me whatever you'd like.
I mean, one could argue that I did most of the stopping. After Mother died, me and my sister Chacha and Ogo were all taken in by Hideyoshi. Chacha became Hideyoshi's royal concubine, lovely profession, and Hideyoshi really seemed to adore her. Then Hideyori was born, giving Hideyoshi the male heir he always wanted. I remember that time very well. Hideyoshi was leaping for joy. It was shortly after Hideyori's birth that those two started to change. Now, Ohatsu.
Ask me whatever you'd like.
By the way, what's going on with your home? Huh? Don't give me that, huh? You're the head of the Yuki clan, correct? Well, then, why aren't you watching your castle? That's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about. It's doing just fine. I left it in the capable hands of my little brother. Your brother? I thought your brother Sadai went off to become a priest at a shrine somewhere. I snuck him back home. Unbelievable. Making him pretend to be you? What'll happen if they found out he's an imposter? Well, we're twins, so I doubt that'll happen. It's fine, trust me. And anyway, he's more suited to become a lord. I was really excited about rebuilding this country into something great. He's much more suited for all that than me. Now I can be free to live my life the way I want. You two have this all figured out, don't you?
Ask me whatever you...
Well, story time's over. I'm gonna save really quickly. I suppose I should really quickly upgrade a certain someone's other weapons. I mean, he's using the monument now, so why not? Probably should upgrade his armor as well, if I've got enough. I'm pretty much going to just upgrade his weapon as much as I can, and then focus on his armor. If there's, enough. Yeah, I think there should be enough for 2 more. And then all the armor upgrading. There we go. 135. It's pretty nice. He also has all the MP ever, so he's got that going for him. Level up, level up, level up the red armor. Also, is it just me, or is the red armor seem kind of reminiscent of Samanosuke's? Maybe it's just me. Pretty sure it's just me. Wonder if I'm even going to be able to get into the next chapter before this episode should be coming to a close. I'm pretty sure that was the sound of one of the last slots for armor opening up. Looks like 2 more upgrades, and he should be golden. Well, he's still red, but still. Lots of talking time, not enough killy time.
What do you need, Master Soki?
Nothing out of you.
Got a question? Ask away.
You had stuff to say? The San Felipe is the western ship that ran aground at Tosa 2 years ago. Everyone on board was rounded up and held captive on Hideyoshi's orders. Turned out that it was no accident and the ship was carrying the message from España. Roberto mentioned something along that line. I cannot be sure about this, but I believe that Hideyoshi captured the ship in order to keep all of the Ginma research for himself.
Got a question? Ask away.
No duh. How much longer until we reach Kyushu? If all goes well, 7 days. With sea voyages, something always comes up, so it's hard to say. The ship has not been maintained for 2 years, and that is on top of all the damage that Ginma caused. I'm sure they will attack again, but even as it is, I am quite worried about whether or not it will hold up. I certainly don't feel like swimming the rest of the
Got a
way.
question? Ask away.
It would seem that a new army has been dispatched from Kyoto to head over to the continent. From Kyoto. Oh no, the Ginma troops. I'm afraid so. There have been many new Ginma troops created since the Daigo Blossoming Festival was completed. I believe this is the first wave. Damn you, Hideyoshi.
Got a question? Ask away.
I have received word that Hideyoshi's vassals are actively at work in Kyushu. That would explain the strange stirrings I feel. Kyushu is crucial to stopping Hideyoshi, and the Genma know it. This will be a difficult battle.
Got a question? What do you...
So do we actually have a foot up on the Genma or not? I keep on wondering whether or not we are doing a thing that will break their concentration, or I don't know. Well, since he's back in the party now, let's take Tenkai.
Let's go then.
Stern.
How far out at sea are we? This is taking forever.
We've already made too many stops with the ship getting damaged, and the weather not favoring our journey.
The Genma attacked us too. Either way, it is safer than the land route.
Yeah, and this whole boat ride is a blast. I wish we could be out here longer. I'm loving it.
You are enjoying this far too much.
Land! We are fast approaching Beppu Bay in Kyushu.
Now, 7 days passed by really quickly, didn't it? Yodo's arrival. Why is that name familiar? After a long sea voyage, the party had landed in Kyushu. They are headed in the Toyokuni Research Facility in Shimabara, but have to pass through the abandoned town. Absent of all signs of life, they must proceed over the hill and through the town in order to reach the facility. They set foot on a dark, essence-covered hill. Over the river, through the woods, to Kyushu we go. Trying to make things a little bit more lighthearted. That's a lot of zombies. That is a whole lot of zombos. Hello? Oh, you guys are tough zombos too. Woo! Like, holy crap, you guys are pretty damn tough. I mean, sure, I was able to murder them pretty damn well with... Oh, wait. They cause poison, don't they? They dropped antidotes. They dropped it like candy. Oh, not poison. I mean, it's a good thing I've already, like, stocked up on all the poison recovery stuff I need. But still, man. I don't know why I went in there, man. I mean, here, a little bit more stuff would be useful. Actually, I forgot to equip him with one more thing. Because he can wear one more thing, I guess. Alright, I guess... Actually, no, wait. Yeah, Lucky Charm would be really good for him, because if he's all about the magic, yeah. Alright, so his Onimusha glove does that. It throws daggers, I think. Let me double check one more time. That is a lot of bones there. There we go. Yep, throws daggers, and apparently that purifies things. He kind of got the short stick in the whole Onimusha powers thing, didn't he? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and use some of those jewels on him too. Yeah. Because, would really hate to have him running out of shite. Yeah, drive jewel him up too. Just all the joy jewels. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and call an episode here though. Not to break any sort of pacing or anything, but would definitely be a better idea than, you know, considering into oblivion. So thank you all for watching. When we return, onward to Kyushu. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Cheers.